It's time for high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Today's coverage is also sponsored by Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf and Grill, Apple Valley Honda, Sangster Motors, Valley Tractor, Save Mart, Caldwell Banker, Biosports Physical Therapy, and Dick's Heating and Air. And now let's go live to the field for high school sports on your home for high school sports, the NCWLIFE channel.
Hello everybody, welcome once again to Wenatchee, Washington for today's encounter between the visiting Davis Pirates and your Wenatchee Panthers. Hi again, I'm Sebastian Moraga. Alongside me is our soccer expert, Daryl Geddes. And Daryl, it's a special one today. What do you think will be the X factor for Wenatchee to walk out of here with a win?
Oh, I think it's going to be their speed of play, their quality, and being on the home pitch. It's going to speed the game up. It's going to allow them to have more quality on the ball. It's going to allow them to attack in a faster, manner, but it's going to allow them to defend and not have to worry about, the ball kicking up and the turf coming from Davis's field.
Davis's field is less than ideal. How do you think that's going to affect Davis, though?
It's
playing on a turf like this.
Tonight, it's going to speed Davis up. Davis already likes to play fast, but if they lose the ball, it's going to be quicker, and Wenatchee's going to have that turnover to counterattack them quicker.
Now, Wenatchee has won 5 in a row, and one of their few losses was against Davis. How much of a factor do you think will be the payback factor in today's game?
It's going to be all mental tonight. Wenatchee's on their home field. They know their capabilities. They know they're putting up goals. Davis, unfortunately, they're not putting up a lot of goals, so they're going to defend strong, but Wenatchee is going to go out and pretty strong.
How will Wenatchee be able to break Davis down? Because Davis wins, and they win tight. They win 1-0. They win 2-1. The only time that they've won by more than one goal was their first match against Quincy, a 7-1 victory. Other than that, it's been all tight games. How does Wenatchee break through?
Wenatchee looks to their, their veteran players, their X factors, Chani, Anthony Garcia. Those guys are going to be big tonight if they want to pull this victory out.
And now, let's not forget, Wenatchee on a strong run, Davis on a strong run. The rest of the league has to be watching this game, no?
Of course, this is the battle of the Giants. This is for first and second place in the league. So, you have Eastmont sitting in the wings, but this is going to set the tone for the rest of the season with only about 5 games to go.
All right, looking forward to it. Glad to have you with us for this tough encounter between Davis and Wenatchee. When we come back, we have an interview with the head coach, Miguel Viramontes, the keys to the game, the starting lineups, and a whole lot more here. This is NCWLIFE. Don't go away.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Welcome back to Wenatchee. Next to us is the head coach of the Wenatchee Panthers, Miguel Viramontes. Coach, as always, a pleasure. Thank you for being with us. And, well, there are so many storylines. It's the top teams in the league. It's the team to whom you lost on the road. It's a streak of wins that is quite impressive on both sides. What other factors may we be overlooking that are going to be in play today?
I mean, they were missing a player, Lino Stevenson, who's a solid player, so that's going to really help them. But we were also missing a couple players as well. So we have Luis Beltran back, so that should be a big addition for us. So yeah, more firepower for us.
Now, you've said that the goal is not to win the game, it's to win the state championship. But surely a victory today is a boost for your players, no? Spiritually, emotionally, in the standings, you name it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, every win leads up to the state final, right? So the guys understand that, and we're just focused on that.
All right. The floor is yours, Mr. Geddes.
Miguel, again, welcome back tonight. We all understand this is a big game coming up tonight. This is the battle of the Giants of the league. You got your team versus Davis. The rest of the league is watching this game. What is going to be your mainstays tonight of how you're going to get through this game?
Just playing our game. I mean, I said it before. We just have to play our game and focus on what we do and just control what we can. So, yeah.
Understandable. And what do you think is going to be the benefiting factor? I mean, turf-wise versus playing on grass against Davis?
I mean, it's a big, big factor, right? I mean, we're here at home with our fans, so it's always a boost. That'd be the big factor for us.
All right, I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
Very much.
That was the head coach of the Panthers, Miguel Viramontes. When we come back, we have the starting lineups, the keys to the game, and a whole lot more here on NCW Life. Don't go away.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl in beautiful Wenatchee, Washington. We're just about ready to start this contest. Let's go right away to the starting lineups for both teams. First, the visiting Davis Pirates, coached by Cristian Gonzalez, assisted by Andrew Escalante, Mark Bradley, and Kobe Avila. The Davis Pirates will jump onto the pitch with goalkeeper David Marin, number 0, number 6, Aiden Munoz, number 7, Jose Cuevas, number 10, Omar Alvarez, number 14, Jaime Alcocer, number 17, Carlos Benitez, number 18, Yosgar Badillo, number 19, Lino Stevenson, number 20, Miguel Mireles, number 22, Osmar Perez, and number 25, Diego Aguirre. The starters now for the home team, the Wenatchee Panthers. They will jump onto the pitch with goalkeeper number 1, Said Juarez, a name that we have not seen on the starting lineup in the games that we've done for Wenatchee. Number 2, Luis Beltran. Number 5, Isaac Mariscal. Number 6, Christopher Limon. Number 8, Chani Vega. Number 10, Anthony Garcia. Number 11, Brady Paz. Number 12, Edward Carvajal. Number 14, Felipe Reyes. Number 17, Franco Gutierrez. And number 20, Damian Snyder. The Wenatchee Panthers are coached by Miguel Viramontes, assisted by Héctor Solorio, Jose Camarillo, Lenin Guzman, Diego Sitio, Israel Rocha, and Roman Sandoval. A quick look at these two teams tells us that they're no strangers to the W's. Davies have won 3 straight. Wenatchee have won 5 straight. But the most dramatic difference, Daryl, is that while Wenatchee has outscored their opponents 18-7 during those 5 wins, the last 3 victories of the Davis Pirates are all 1-0 victories. That speaks to completely different styles of play, no?
I think it does. Davis likes to come out and they like to get at you right off the first half. They want to punish you. They want to use their speed. They want to use their quality on the ball, and they attack with numbers. I think they go out there and they look for a quick goal, and then they like to start to park the bus a little bit, which turns into the other team transitioning towards them. But they defend strong, so they don't make it easy for the other opponent.
They strike first and then hold on for dear life.
They do. They like to conserve their energy, we like to say, but that's a dangerous way to live.
Absolutely, but it is what you would consider their style of play. This gritty, fight you for every ball, give you no room to breathe type of strategy, correct?
True, but I think tonight playing on this turf, it's going to play into Wenatchee's hands. Wenatchee likes to play fast when they need to, but they like to play possession to control the game, make their opponents slow down, and look for those, opportunities to where they can backdoor you and put some goals up. So I think this is going to play into Wenatchee's hands tonight.
What would happen? What do you think would happen if Wenatchee cannot get off to that fast start? If they tend to struggle the way Eastmont struggled against Davis?
It could allow Davis to put a goal in, but again, on this turf tonight, I think there's going to be more than a 1-0 score line. So let's see what happens. It's the battle of the giants of the league tonight.
Absolutely. Let's not forget that Davis, we were mentioning that this is their style of play. it's not just the 1-0 victories that they've accumulated over the past 3 games. Only one of their wins is by more than 1 goal, and that one was a non-league contest, the first contest of the year against the Quincy Jackrabbits, a 7-1 victory, I think it was. So Davis, they know how to play you tough. Wenatchee, they know that they have certain advantages, but it's all to play for here at the Apple Bowl. When we come back, we'll tell you all about the first 40 minutes of action between the Pirates and the Panthers. Don't go away.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
We've all dreamt of moving somewhere new. But what are home prices like? How are the schools? What are the state income taxes? And how's the weather? For all your questions, the Coldwell Banker Move Meter has answers. It's the only tool that lets you compare cities by cost and quality of living, so you can get a better idea of what your dream looks like and start making it come true. The Move Meter, only from Coldwell Banker. Live well with Coldwell.
To the Apple Bowl. The teams are in their pregame huddles now, just the last indications, the last set of instructions. And one of the things that will be interesting to see, Daryl, we see some new faces among the Wenatchee starters. We see a Said Juarez, a Franco Gutierrez. We see that they will give players who are not normally their starters an opportunity to start today. It will be interesting to see whether they can maintain their rhythm, their pace, their tactical discipline with players who perhaps may not be as used to playing with one another.
Yeah, I think you're correct. But, you know, the benefiting factor tonight you have to look at, yes, we're playing on turf, but there's a wind behind this too. So that is going to limit Davis on those long balls they like to play, and it's going to slow them down a little bit if they like to keep that ball in the air. You know, Wenatchee, their state of mind, they like to come out. They like to get the ball on the ground. They like to look for their players, you know, those X factors. Chani, Anthony Garcia up front, Jonathan Mendoza playing through the middle. So, again, you get that ball on the ground, it's going to add the quality to the game, not taking anything away from Davis, but it's going to take a little bit of the speed out of their game too.
All right, we're just about ready to start this contest with Davis decked almost entirely in white with their orange numbers adding a bit of color to the ensemble, as it were. And the Wenatchee Panthers decked in very, 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 very dark purple, almost blackish purple at some point, with the gold numbers as well. It looks like it will be the Pirates starting the action from left to right on your screen. There's the whistle that tells us that we are in business here at the Apple Bowl. The long ball. Davis almost immediately on the move. Rejected by the Panthers. On the move now is Brady Paz. Bit of a battle. Chani recuperating inside the circle, opening the game up to the right side for Luis Beltran. Beltran, the shot across, and the diving stop leaves an open net. Will there be a handball call? Yes, there will be. That was a risky proposition by the goalkeeper for Davis, Mr. Marin.
Yeah, again, like I said, that ball swirled away from him. He barely got his fingertips on it. Otherwise, we had a guy sitting right here on the back post. When I say we, I mean the Wenatchee Panthers.
It will be Mr. Marin restarting the action. Right-footed shot, almost to the equator. Taken away almost immediately by Beltran. Beltran shading towards his left. Ball goes out of bounds. No, actually, it will stay in bounds. It will be a free kick, I beg your pardon, for the Wenatchee Panthers. Wenatchee in front of a rather respectable crowd here. A little bit surprising, considering that it's not the warmest of days here in Wenatchee.
Not at all. It was 63 earlier. It is definitely not 63 right now, I'll tell you that.
Shot across, ball sails out of bounds. It will be the Davis Pirates putting it back into play. We're just getting started here at the Apple Bowl. 1:40, maybe a little more than that, into this first half of play. The quick run that time by Jose Cuevas, who was lucky enough to get the ball that time. Miguel Mireles. Mireles dancing as he goes. Taken away by Mariscal. The Pirates still battling. There's Chani, the customs agent.
As you can see, Wenatchee is trying to get this ball on the ground. As long as they can keep this on the ground, they're going to keep the ball. They're going to try to wear Davis down, and they're going to slowly inch forward.
Cuevas finding Alcocer. The long ball, trying to connect with Benitez. Rejected. Back to Benitez. Good combination. That one is Alcocer. The shot across. Top of the box. Inside now. Good move. Bit of a dance move. And the stop by Mr. Juarez, who goes to his feet just for a little bit and sending it to the corner kick. Beware of these counterattacks by Davis there, Daryl.
Yes, they moved quick. As you saw, it was a 1-2 touch. They went out wide. Then they played the ball back through the middle. Quick touch to the middle. Almost had a direct shot on goal with Saeed.
It looks like it will be Lino Stevenson taking care of this corner kick. First corner kick of the game for either team.
Yeah, Davis means business. They're here to play. They like to strike quick.
Right-footed shot. Dances in front of, or rather across the 6. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for Wenatchee. Mr. Juarez.
As you can see, Wenatchee is looking to play possession. They want to play through the back. They know they cannot just turn the ball over to Davis.
There's Juarez again. The push for Limon. Rejected. Is he onside? Apparently he is. The shot, and Juarez down and to his right.
Ooh, miscommunication in the back by Wenatchee's back line. Sorry.
And a second corner kick of the game.
Yeah, there was a miscommunication between the center back and the right back there. The center back stayed back, and he kept that Davis offensive player on side, and he had a direct shot with the keeper. Great save by Saeed.
But we're seeing the same strategy that you spoke of at the beginning by Davis. Strike early, strike quick, and then hold on. Second corner kick.
They're going to press Wenatchee. As you see, they have 10 guys over the 50 right now.
Shot across, the defensive header, Miguel Mireles. Trying to make something happen for the Pirates. Ball goes out of bounds. It should belong to Davis. Benitez on the throw-in.
Davis has to be careful, though. They got Anthony Garcia up top.
Shot
Everybody
across.
knows he has some speed.
And the stop by Mr. Juarez. The shot that time by Alcocer. The header. Good combination. Interrupted by Aiden Munoz. Bit of a shot from behind. Referee says play on. There's Brady. There's a foul there. Referee says play on once again. Carvajal taken back by Mireles. Scooped away by Damian Snyder. Back to Juarez. Once again to Pirate players. Second time that happens, and we're only in minute 6.
Wenatchee looks a little shaky in the back. They need to tighten it up.
Free kick called by the referee. The head referee today is our good friend Alex, whose last name escapes me at the moment. Pentland, thank you very much. It looks like it's going to be Carlos Benitez getting that left foot ready. He has a teammate next to him, though.
Looks like he's lining up with Lino Stevenson.
3 on the wall. Benitez, the shot, Benitez!
What a strike!
And Davis puts one in the back of the net in masterful fashion.
Like we said, they like to strike early.
Carlos Benitez, 7 minutes. First half, 1-0, Davis.
That was a nice strike. It was tough for Saeed to read, and unfortunately it got right over his right hand.
Whew. That was a beaut.
That was.
It will be Wenatchee restarting the action. Will we have a quick substitution here? Is that what we're getting ready for? It looks like it's number 7 for the Panthers. That would be Jace Williams going in. Let's make a note of that while we have time.
And Jonathan Garcia Mendoza checks in at center back.
That would be number 4.
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Let's see if the second half of your prediction comes true. The first one was right on the money. Davis likes to strike early. Let's see if they go for more or they say, well, our job here is done. Time to relocate this bus, and the shot that time dances away from the outstretched hands of Saeed Juarez. What is going on with the backline of Wenatchee this evening?
That was a deflection on a pass back to Damian Snyder, and unfortunately it looks like the wind caught it, and Saeed could not catch up with that. Like I said, Wenatchee looks a little shaky on the backside right now. I think that's why they brought Jace Williams in, that senior experience.
There's a corner kick. Defensive header. Trying to get to the top of the box is Mireles, still dancing. There's Juarez with the stop. Bringing a much-needed sigh of relief, a breath of air, a pause to the beleaguered backline of the Wenatchee Panthers. They're trailing 1-0 on the beautiful free kick by Carlos Benitez in the 7th minute. We're on the move now. There's Chani. Couple of bounces inside the box. Right-footed shot. Goal, 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 goal!
And it's tied up 1-1.
I will believe it was Isaac Mariscal, but I will double-check. That was a beautiful strike by the Wenatchee Panthers.
That was a great right-footed strike to the back left side of the net across the keeper's body.
For the Panthers, Isaac Mariscal.
Indeed. It's the 9th minute. And I got to hand it to you, Daryl. You're 2 for 2 in your predictions so far. You said that this would not be a 1-0 game.
I'd like to say I watch a little bit of soccer, and I know a little bit about it, but, you know, you can question that all night long.
Challenge accepted. We're back in action now. There's Mariscal, the man of the hour for the Panthers just at this moment.
If I'm Davis, I keep pressing forward. Yes, Wenatchee got a goal, but you got to keep Wenatchee on their back foot. And if I'm Wenatchee, you got to settle in. Settle in and play your game.
Take a deep breath.
Exactly.
Start playing to foot. Collective play. Like you said, starting to play from the back.
You know your strengths. Davis is going to press you, but you can break that press down. 1, 2, inside, outside, forward, you know. You got to make Davis play honest.
The touch by Felipe Reyes.
Come on, Panthers. Come on.
Up the field for Mariscal. Rejected, recovered by Miguel Mireles. Mireles all the way to the bottom line. A bit of a shove there.
Good defensive play by Reneas.
Felipe Reyes. It will be Juarez playing it short. Reyes. Mariscal taken away once again by the good pressing by Davis. Wenatchee bending but not breaking this time. Limon. Chani. Taken away nimbly by the Pirates. The through ball inside. Will he shake off? Let's see. The referee has his flag up. None of that will count. Bit of a collision there between Juarez
and Alcazar.
And that forward for Davis. It was indeed Jaime Alcocer. Referee checks with his assistant. Offside. Gives a quick talking to, make sure that there are no hard feelings between the two players. And hey, those can be hard. You know that very, very well. So the long kick up field. We're back in action now. It is a barn burner here in the early going. It's 1-1. Davis struck first, but the joy was short-lived. It is 1-1, Wenatchee and Davis.
And Wenatchee knows that Davis has that striker on the other side too.
There's Mariscal.
Alcazar, he can pick a goal out real quick, so Wenatchee has to be careful with him.
Carvajal. The long ball sails out of bounds. It will be a throw-in. Will there be a substitution? Yes, there will be a substitution. It looks like it's number 15 for the Panthers. That's none other than... That's number 15 down here. That's
Carvajal Macias, number 12, is coming off.
Okay, so 15 is Naveen Nayak in for the home team here. Let's make a note of that. There's Nayak with his first touch.
I think coach is going with experience here. That's why he brought the other senior in at the other backside. Ooh, another error by Wenatchee.
Juarez under some pressure. The long ball. Nayak keeping it alive. Offensive header by Badillo. The retort by Garcia Mendoza. There's Nayak. The turn. Lino Stevenson finding Osmar Perez all the way to the other flank. Battling for it. The Pirates with some room.
Ooh, almost kept that in. If I'm Wenatchee right now, we're 13 minutes in, and we've only said Chani Vega's name twice. I've only seen him touch the ball maybe 3 to 4 times. That's a man you got to start looking for. Again, he brings quality and stability to your team. So
there's a sub in for okay. There's a bit of a mix-up with the jerseys here. It looks like it's Omar Alvarez in as 15, but we were told there will not be a 15, so we're going to figure that one out at halftime. There's a through ball that time. Good takeaway by Mariscal. The long ball. Off to the races we go. Anthony Garcia. That's another name we haven't said much. Taken away.
No, those are your 2 X factors right there. That's your standout striker and your standout midfielder. Those are guys you got to get involved in this game.
Diego Aguirre, first on it is Juarez.
Just like Davis, they got that striker up top, Alcazar, and they got that midfielder, Stevenson. They're looking to play through those guys. They know their strengths.
Garcia Mendoza, back to Juarez. Living dangerously. Jose Cuevas. The touch by Garcia. The give and go, back to Garcia. Looking for that top of the box, where Chani lives at the moment. Taken away.
Lino Stevenson with a good defensive play right there. I can hear the coach up here for Davis saying, hold the ball for Lino. They're trying to play through him. They know he has a lot of quality too.
Reyes and Juarez. Snyder. Painting the stripe on the right side of the midfield is Chani Vega.
He's looking for his spots. You can see he's searching for some room out there.
Snyder and Juarez. Reyes taken away.
Another error by Wenatchee on the back line.
Felipe battling. The Davis Pirates prevailing. Jose Cuevas, top of the box, the shot, and that one kisses the upright. That one kisses the upright, still alive. Still alive for the Pirates.
Wenatchee's back line is looking shaky tonight. If I'm coach, you got some questions to answer right now. That's off another easy turnover.
Bit of a run. Putting some pressure on Garcia Mendoza. Mendoza shielding the ball. It will be a goal kick for the Panthers, who have their hands full tonight.
You see how Davis is pressing them? They're all right at the 50-yard line and in right now. They are not giving Wenatchee space because they know their strength.
There's a shot from way outside.
They know their strength is possession.
A good effort that time by Diego Aguirre.
Diego Aguirre with the deep ball for Davis.
It will be a goal kick for the Wenatchee Panthers. We're seeing the Panthers tested tonight.
They are.
And to their credit, the Davis Pirates are in a weird way benefiting by, oh my goodness, referee says play on. Wenatchee retain possession, shot across, top of the box. Anybody to tap it in? The shot once again back from the left to the heart of the box. Back to Chani. Everybody's back up. Yeah, everybody's vertical.
You can see Davis, anytime the ball's within 5 yards of them, they're ball hawking right now. It looks like they got two players defending one person every time.
There's Bailey Paz. He's onside. Shot across. Rejected. Stevenson.
Great turn.
A good turn. Oh, that's going to be a card. That is going to be a card.
Oh,
that is going to be a yellow card for Mr. Schneider, who's right in front of his bench. And some of the coaching staff for Wenatchee have something to say. But I thought that was a card here and in China, as we say in Chile.
Yeah, that's a close one, because if there wasn't another man behind him, that's stopping a goal-scoring opportunity. Ref could have went to the other pocket there. Mr. Snyder needs to be careful. And I know what Wenatchee's complaining about. They're complaining about that hard tackle on Mr. Paz over there. But unfortunately, that didn't get called, but this one did. So that would have been really unfortunate if they went down on a red card.
Free kick for Davis. And to finish the thought I started earlier on, that Davis is the crowd here and Davis are both benefiting from the fact that they're forced to continue pressing, to continue pushing if they want to get out of here with a positive result. They haven't been able yet to, like we said before the game, park the bus. And to their credit, they're still pressing, they're still pushing, and they're taking advantage of a backline by Wenatchee that is not the backline we saw against Eisenhower, and it's a shadow of its usual self.
Not at all. This Davis team, they bring a lot of speed and a lot of quality.
Left-footed shot! Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
Oh my goodness! Jose Cuevas!
There's that man. I was just talking about him. He's a sniper. He's a striker. He knows his role.
Jose Cuevas gives Davis a 2-1 lead in the 19th minute of play. We were talking about how when Davis has taken advantage of an unseemly performance by the backline of Wenatchee, and lo and behold, there it is.
That's four, probably five errors by Wenatchee's back line. You know it was going to come back to bite them, unfortunately, but again, it's early in the game.
A quick run that time. Stopped by Juarez.
Davis, they are pressing with a zone press. They know their roles and the responsibilities right now. You can see they are ball hawking.
And they're playing with a great deal of confidence.
Yes. They know they have speed, like I said. They know they have quality. So the minute they get the ball, they're coming at you. And they already have their numbers on top of you because they're pressing you. So it's an easy transition. When they're already pressing you to get a turnover, they can just turn defense into quick offense. And then, look, you see it's 1-2 touch, shot on goal.
And will be a free kick for Wenatchee, finding themselves on the business end of a 2-1 lead for Davis. Bit of a chipper there. Bit of a shove. Referee says play on.
Stay with us, folks. This game ain't done yet. I promise you that.
Nyack. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball, it looks like. 19 minutes. 49 seconds left in the first half of play. Wenatchee trailing Davis 2-1. Far post.
Battle of the league giants.
Williams, top of the box, landing it for Chani Vega. And Chani very, very disappointed with his own effort that time.
But he needs to get into this mix. He needs to get into the flow and the rhythm of this game. That'll help a little bit. You know, unfortunately, that's not his quality, but that does give you a little confidence. And again, like I say with Wenatchee, they got to find a way to slow this game down. This is Davis's tempo. They can't live here.
Ball goes out of bounds once again. It will be a throw-in for the Pirates. Let's see what the referee says. There's a substitution, 2 of them as a matter of fact. One of them is number 12 for Wenatchee. Could you please tell us who that is?
That is Edward Carvajal Macias.
And then number 3.
Efron Salcedo.
Efrain Salcedo?
Salcedo.
I have to be careful because there's Salcedo, Salcido, and Salcedo in the Spanish language, so I have to be very careful. It's kind of like Gonzalez. There's like 5 different ways to spell it.
Well, I only read one way, so I'll tell you the best way I can possible.
Remember, I said I have to be careful.
I know.
You are excused, buddy. Don't worry about it. You are excused. On the move now, Wenatchee, the long ball. That's smacks of desperation. Wenatchee can do better than that. But if it works, it works. And here comes Chani Vega. Chani Vega with a through ball inside the box.
What a beautiful ball by Chani. And I told you those 2 men needed to get involved in the game. Chani on the fast break with a through ball to Anthony Garcia, and he slots it home.
It is 2-2 in a beautiful contest.
Yes, that was a great counterattack by Wenatchee. Those are the 2 guys you want leading it right there.
17 minutes 33, and we're watching a classic here in the shadow of the mighty Saddle Rock. 17-22 now, and my goodness, I was not expecting this, but I sure am glad to see it.
I knew there was going to be some goals put up, but this is electric tonight.
All right. We're back in action now.
And my apologies for saying Davis, they couldn't handle this turf with the speed. They're playing very well. But again, as you play a high press like that, and as you saw Wenatchee just get that 1-2 touch into space, it leaves you open sometimes.
Yeah, and made a big old liar out of me. It was like, that's max of desperation. Yeah, I'm sure. If it ends, yeah, it ended in a 2-2 goal.
Yes. When you have the quality of those 2 guys too, Mr. Vega and Mr. Garcia, you know, they're going to put most teams away in that position.
Oh yeah, that was a beaut. I did not really think that would bear the fruit that it did. I thought it was just a long ball to whoever could be out front, but no. And you landed on Chani Vega's feet, you always got a chance.
Yes, and that's probably not who the Davis coach wanted to see on the end of that ball when it just trickled out like that.
Corner kick for Wenatchee. Right footer for Chani. Ball goes out of bounds once again. Another corner kick coming.
Mr. Garcia Mendoza over the top of it. Tried to play short there. I think this time he's going to go in the box.
Jonathan Garcia with the corner for the Panthers.
Rejected by the back line of the Pirates. Alcocer. And almost to us.
Oh, I almost caught that one. Only if there wasn't a piece of glass in front of me. Show you my old keeper hands.
It will be a throw-in by the Pirates. It will be Mireles yielding to a teammate. Substitution coming too, if not, no, just the one. It looks like number 11 for Davis. That will be Ricardo Rivera. There's Mariscal. Finding Saucedo all the way to the other flank.
Looks like he's going to be in throwing for Wenatchee. Jace Williams, number 7, over the top of it.
We're back in action now. The heel touch. Mariscal can't quite find a partner. The quick counter in the making that time. On the move now is Rivera. Rejected. Back to Rivera. Collision. Referee blows his whistle. It will be a free kick for Davis. 14 minutes, 27 left in the first half of play. And we're all knotted up at 2 apiece.
There's another man we haven't mentioned tonight that had a big game last game, 2 goals, 2 assists. Mr. Brady Paz. I want to mention his name more tonight. Wenatchee needs to start looking through him also. He is a playmaker.
Carlos Benitez, already 1 goal to his name today. Benitez, the left-footed touch, rejected. Trying again, under some pressure, is Lino Stevenson, the takeaway.
Good defense by Anthony Garcia right there in a deep zone.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Pirates. 13 minutes 30.
If Anthony Garcia did not come back on defense there, Lino Stevenson was sitting on a flat shot about 18 yards out.
Left-footed shot, far post. Under some pressure now is Aguirre. Aguirre rejected and taken back by the Panthers. Good combination with Saucedo. Defensive header inside the circle for the Pirates. Brady, there's Brady. Trying to combine with Anthony Garcia. Rejected. Trying again for the Panthers is Carvajal. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball. 12 minutes 41.
It's been a fun, electric night so far.
Lino Stevenson inside the circle, opening the game up to the left side, connecting with Alvarez. Good takeaway that time. Rivera inside the box. And the last touch that time, a bit too long for, it looked like it was Aguirre once again.
You see Davis does not waste time. They're 1-2 touch and they're looking to get forward. They want to get in that final third quick.
Good pressure by Davis, forcing Garcia Mendoza to send it to the throw-in. (11 minutes 40 left in the first half. There's the throw-in. Inside the box we go. Defensive effort by Chani. Finding pass. Taken away by Diego Aguirre. Opening the game to the left flank. Shot back to the corner of the box. Inside. Getting that left foot ready. Will he be able to connect the shot? A couple of bounces there. Looking for a call that did not occur. It was number 4, Alex Serrano, but we're on the other end now. Off to the races. This could be interesting. And the stop by David Marin, right on the nick of time, keeping the Rams from catching on fire, Daryl.
That was a risky pass back. Anthony Garcia read it, but fortunately for Davis, their keeper read it too, and he was right there. Otherwise, it could be a 3-2 game real quick.
Substitution coming for Wenatchee in a couple of shakes of the proverbial lamb's tail. It will be number 13, Judah Weller.
Entering action for the Panthers, number 13, Judah Weller.
Like I said, Davis, they can introduce themselves to these counterattacks. They get that one long ball up there. They're stretched because they're playing such a high press.
Substitution coming for Davis as well. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. Number 13 is in, as is number 23. So number 13 is Brian Juarez. So we have 2 Juarez's now. And 23 is Giovanni Lugo.
Anthony Garcia with a long throw in the box.
There's a long shot, and Mr. Marin watches it sail by to his left. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half of play. It is Wenatchee and Davis putting on a show here at the Apple Bowl. Score is 2-2. Wenatchee make that Davis led at the 7th minute. Wenatchee tied it in the 9th. Jose Cuevas making it 2-1 for Davis in the 19th. 4 minutes later, Anthony Garcia said not so fast. And that's where things stand now.
This game has some speed. It has intensity.
The drive that time being completely and absolutely fouled looked like number 19, Lino Stevenson. Play continues.
Referee is letting him play tonight.
Paz. Stopped that time by Osmar Perez.
I like it though. A little physicality. It creates a game flow. Tells the players how the game's going to be called, so you don't have to sit there and wonder. You just go out and play your game.
Just play to the whistle.
Exactly. But you're going to have some grit about you tonight.
There will be a free kick for Wenatchee. There's Chani.
Ball off the referee's legs. Extra defender.
Chani, the turn back that time for Williams. All the way back now. Switching across the center alley for Felipe Reyes. Reyes finding Van Way, another sub for the Panthers. There's Reyes, Van Way under some pressure. Felipe Reyes, taken away once again.
Another turnover on the back line by Wenatchee.
The shot across by Alex Serrano.
I'm sorry, they just look a little shaky tonight on the back line. As they're receiving the ball, they just don't look sure of themselves as they receive the ball. And Davis sees that, and they're just ball hawking on top of them. You know, Wenatchee might need to start playing a couple long balls just to relieve some pressure.
They scored a goal that way.
Yeah.
The push-up field by the Panthers interrupted.
It's like until these defenders get some confidence, they look a little shaky on the ball because Davis is collapsing on top of them quick.
They seem to be looking for a ball. Is that the case here? Yeah, they're running around looking for a ball. They're sending one over right there. The assistant referee has one, kicks it over to...
Looks like it's a Wenatchee throw. Jace Williams over the ball.
We're back in action now. Defensive header that time by Aguirre. There's Chani, the long ball, trying to place the role of ghost. There's Carvajal, can't quite get there. Lugo, taken back by Chani. Whistle on the plate, Chani's being fouled. Good decision by the referee. Rivera getting up close and personal on Chani that time. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first half of play.
That's how you have to play a player of his quality. You know, you got to be a little physical with him. You got to move him off the ball. You got to let him know that, hey, we're going to be here every time you touch the ball. You know, we're not going to let you just turn and do your thing and carve us apart.
There's a shot. Good header, and that one dances and goes in.
They call the goal off of Judah Weller.
Oh my word! Good anticipation, and it looked like it's number 13 Weller. You said, right?
Yes, that was Judah Weller on the back post. Way to follow the play and not give up on it. Is that Weller?
No, it's 19. It's Van Way.
Oh, excuse me.
It's Van Way.
That was number 19, Carson Van Way with that goal for the Panthers.
But again, way to follow the play and not give up on the ball. Just a quick flick off the side of his head and it snuck right in between the post and the keeper. Marine could not keep it out.
And that is in the 36th minute of play. What do we have?
Returning to action for the Panthers, number 17, Franco Gutierrez.
Looks like Wenatchee brought on a sub at center back, Franco Gutierrez, number 17.
One of the starters getting some more playing time, but this one is not over, folks.
Not at all.
Juarez.
As long as Davis is behind, they're going to have to keep chasing. It's going to open the game up.
Good through ball, looking for Paz. And that bounce. Kind of tricky for Marin.
David Marine now to stop that threat.
The long ball. The header that time by Rivera. Top of the box. Opening the game up to the left side for Lino Stevenson. Turning back, pushing the pause button. Back to Lino, recovered by the Panthers. Good triangulation. There's Brady. Brady with some space. Brady. Chani. No foul, says the referee.
Oh, he
the
did.
referee
He called
disagrees
it.
with me. He did call it. He did call it.
Just hard to hear the whistle up here. It's a little quiet.
3 minutes, 34 seconds left in the first half of play. Wenatchee ahead of Davis, 3 goals to 2.
Setting up the free kick for the Panthers.
This is the first lead for Wenatchee in the game today. There's Chani. Straight up Route 1.
That's a dangerous ball he drove into the box like that. You see the Davis player couldn't handle it.
Saucedo, rejected. A counter in the making now. Juarez. Davis is Juarez. Taken back. Rivera. Stevenson pushing it upfield. Connecting with Serrano. Rejected. Juarez.
Good defensive battle here in the middle.
Whistle on the play. Mr. Chani was being fouled and then some. 2 minutes 26 left in the first half of play. Wenatchee ahead of Davis. 3 goals to 2 in a very entertaining first half between these two skilled, tough squads atop the standings of the Big Nine.
Yeah, you got two teams here playing two different contrasting styles. Wenatchee likes to get the ball on the ground. They like to play possession. Davis likes to press you. They like to play long. They like to get into you. So
There's
the contrasting styles are what we're seeing tonight.
Chani sails one out and wide. The clock has stopped, so now the time is being kept on the field by the officials. There's Marin. Oh, and a
turnover on the back line.
Saucedo, the touch, the shot, and Marin.
Good save by Marin off of Chani Vega's foot.
And a beautiful bit of sportsmanship there. It looked like it was number 10, Anthony Garcia, actually clapped the save by the goalkeeper for Davis. Love to see that.
That would have been huge for Wenatchee to go in 4-2 at the half. And that would have been debilitating for Davis because you still got to have to chase the game.
To say the least, absolutely. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Davis's ball.
Marin was up to the task. That was a nice save.
The header that time by Lino Stevenson. The push up field. Rejected. Into Davis territory. Bit of a ping pong game of sorts at the moment. There's Garcia Mendoza. Opening to the flank now for Williams. The long ball inside the box and the stop by Mr. Marin under siege.
There's that guy again, Anthony Garcia, around the ball. He's got a hit on it.
Rivera.
Nice
Getting down
turn.
the spiral staircase. Rejected. Trying again for Davis. Is Omar Vadillo. Stevenson. Bit of a chipper.
Ooh,
good combination. And the
what
header.
a ball off of Lino Stevenson's foot.
And the header that time from the left flank by number 23, Giovanni Lugo. That arrow had poison on the tip, folks.
That was a dangerous ball Lino Stevenson played right there right off the defender onto the backside guy. Just a little bit wide.
Bit of a mistake there once again. Right-footed shot across and clear in the last second. No, it's still under pressure. The back line of Wenatchee. Davis not giving up on this ball. There's Chani Vega of all people. And there's the whistle that tells us that, unfortunately for all involved, this first half has to come to an end. But what a show. 3-2 the lead for Wenatchee over Davis, but there's still 40 minutes to go right after this break.
Wenatchee was under siege right there.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl here in beautiful Wenatchee, Washington. And how about that first half? The action started early with a beautiful free kick by Carlos Benitez, putting Davis ahead 1-0. The joy for the Pirates was short-lived because Isaac Mariscal tied it up 2 minutes later. Then Davis retorted with a goal by Jose Cuevas in the 19th minute, and once again, the joy was short-lived as a long ball to Chani allowed him to find Anthony Garcia across the way on the left flank and tying things up at 2-2. And then Van Way with a beautiful header, making this a 3-2 contest in the 36th minute, and that's where things stand. Wenatchee, clearly, with some homework to do. Davis now, like you said during the break, Daryl, chasing the game, but this is as promising a second half as we've had.
Yeah, I'd say that first half seemed a little pedestrian. Yeah, right. Who are we kidding? That was electric. That was a slugfest. Like I like to use, that was a heavyweight boxing match right there. Davis threw a punch. Wenatchee looked a little shaky on the back line. And then Wenatchee found that counterattack because as Davis likes to high press, it can leave that back line susceptible to being counterattacked. And Chani and, that man, Anthony Garcia, they picked him apart. So, again, it's been a slugfest tonight, and I don't see this second half, not living up to the bill, too, because Davis is going to have to chase the game. So it's going to leave, some gaps in the midfield and in the back line. But, again, they're pressing Wenatchee. They're looking for errors, and they're taking advantage of them.
They are indeed. We saw at least 3 or 4 times where miscommunications, miscues on the back line for Wenatchee turned into very good opportunities for the Davis Pirates, and they cashed in on some of them, as evidenced by the 2 tallies that they've scored so far. Now, what will be interesting, Daryl, will be whether Wenatchee can firm up that back line, because this is something that you mentioned also during the break. It looked like Coach Viramontes was trying. He started tinkering very early on and said, okay, how do I stop this Davis team from becoming such headaches as they were during long stretches of the game?
Yeah, like you said, they looked a little shaky on the back line. They didn't look confident playing that ball out through the back. So, yes, he made some changes early. He brought in some senior experience. We saw Jace Williams come on. We saw Naveen Nayak come on. And then he made 2 more changes after that. So this is the first time I've seen all season where Wenatchee makes 4 changes on the back line in the first half. He's looking for stability back there and somebody that's going to shore it up. Sometimes you just got to go away from your game plan and play it long and, and hope for the best and allow that back line to step up.
Play the cards that you've been dealt. Like I was saying during the broadcast, I said this is not the way for Wenatchee to play the long ball. Their game is the short touch. Their game is to play from the back. But what do I know? The long ball ends up at the feet of Chani Vega. Chani finds Anthony. Boom, another goal in the book. So, yeah, sometimes you got to play the cards you're dealt. Sometimes you've got to adapt on the fly, and that's going to be the test not just for Wenatchee but also for Davis.
Correct. Again, if they're punching you in the mouth, sometimes you got to punch them back, and you got to play their game. They want to get on top of you. Davis likes to sit there high press. You play that long ball, again, their back line looks susceptible also, and Wenatchee pick them apart.
All right. It's going to be a good second half. We are thrilled to have you with us for the remaining 40 minutes. But first, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll tell you all about it. This is NCWLIFE. Don't go away.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable, a smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
We've all dreamt of moving somewhere new. But what are home prices like? How are the schools? What are the state income taxes? And how's the weather? For all your questions, the Coldwell Banker Move Meter has answers. It's the only tool that lets you compare cities by cost and quality of living, so you can get a better idea of what your dream looks like and start making it come true. The Move Meter, only from Coldwell Banker. Live well with Coldwell.
Folks, and thank you and welcome back here to the beautiful city of Wenatchee. We're here at the Apple Bowl tonight with a huge matchup between the Wenatchee Panthers and the Davis Pirates. If you're just now joining us, whoa, did you miss an electric first half? Davis struck first, but Wenatchee countered and struck back. But, man, it's been a game, I'd say, Sebastian. What are your thoughts on tonight's game so far?
It's been a beautiful, beautiful contest. For those of us who love fast-paced action, who love teams, not people, teams that don't speculate, teams that take risks, teams that force the other team to make a mistake instead of waiting on that mistake. It's been a delight.
I'd say you're talking about those Davis Pirates. Those boys like to play fast. They like to high press you. You know, they're willing to take a risk. And unfortunately, Wenatchee's back line has looked a little shaky tonight, and Davis has had some clear opportunities. You know, look at the score line. So this second half is going to be big. Looks like they're lining up to get ready to go here shortly. So, this second half, this is big for both of these big boys. You know, this is for first place.
We've solved the mystery. Today, number 15 is actually number 15 for Davis. That's Omar Alvarez. And the one that has a switched jersey is number 16, Emmanuel Ruiz, who today is playing as number 10. So now we got it straight. I apologize for the confusion during the first half, but we got it worked out.
Get ready for some more fireworks, folks. Davis has to chase the game in this second half, and that's going to open up the field. We might see some big things. Wenatchee, if they score early, that's going to be a huge boost to their confidence. That's going to be a huge boost to their back line. But Davis, if they score early, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, that's the we've been talking about X factors all night. That's one huge X factor. What will happen if Davis repeats the recipe that they used against Eastmont, scoring early, and against Wenatchee in the first half?
We haven't even called Davis's striker, Alcazar, his name very much. So let's see if he can get involved in this second half and open this game up. But, man, this next 40 minutes, it's going to be delightful.
Wenatchee will start the action going from left to right on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. And the Davis Pirates will do their thing in the opposite direction. There's the whistle that tells us that we are in business here in the second half. The long ball, stop quickly. Good pressure by Wenatchee. We didn't see that at the beginning of the first half. We'll see if that one...
No, Wenatchee came out and turned the tides. They came and pressed Davis right off the kickoff.
Right off, absolutely.
That's always a smart move in soccer when you're playing, you know, a formidable opponent like this.
Johnny.
They don't like to be pressed themselves.
The rejection by Felipe Reyes. Brady pass. Bit of a move down the flank.
Again, we haven't called his name much very often tonight either.
Edwin Carvajal. Ball goes out of bounds.
It's Anthony Garcia over the ball. You're going to see a long throw into the box, possibly.
And that's exactly what happens. Defensive header to the right flank. As battling for it, Saucedo. Rejected. Pushing it upfield is Omar Alvarez, the long ball. Over to chase it is Jose Cuevas, who already has a tally to his name. Recovered by Garcia Mendoza, the touch to the back.
Look at Davis pressing up.
Felipe Reyes. Back to Juarez. Bit of a collision. Referee says play on. There's Chani. Across the equator we go. Chani. Right-footed touch. Garcia on the move. Garcia Chani. Shot across. Ball goes out of bounds. Shot across. Instead turns into a deflection and a corner kick for Wenatchee. Wenatchee
Putting a little pressure on.
Trying to make their presence known. You beat me to it, absolutely.
You have to. You're on your own turf. You're up 3-2. You know Davis isn't going to back down, so you got to go out and get another goal.
Their corner kick, it will be Garcia Mendoza.
That second goal right now to put him up 4-2 would be huge right now for Wenatchee.
Right-footed touch, far post defensive header. Trying again. Was Edward Carvajal. The shot from way outside, not a major worry.
That was Brady Paws. I think he was looking for a through ball there.
Do we have a
keeper switch?
A different goalkeeper? Yes, indeed. It's Gabe Pualani, who started the game against
Eastmont.
Eastmont, that's right. Thank you.
And he played huge.
He was a very, very big factor. Absolutely.
That second half, he kept their team in it. He had a stonewall on that man I like to call Aaron Leone that I thought the game was going to go 1-1, and he kept it out.
The through ball that time interrupted by the back line of Wenatchee. The long ball. Rejected. The header by Chani doesn't quite work. Miguel Mireles trying to start something. Recovered by Paz. Paz dancing this way, dancing that way. On the mark is Jaime Alcocer. The touch to the flank. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. Taking care of it is Carvajal. Carvajal. The pivoting header that time off to the races inside the box, and the stop by Pualani.
Good read.
Pualani out to
finding. Go
looks
ahead.
Like Salcedo was going to get on the end of that ball.
Aguirre. Miguel Mireles. Combination with Alcocer. Shot across. Top of the box. Bringing it down with his chest. The shot and the stop that time. And do we have a double keeper switch?
Nope, that's still Said.
That's still Said? Okay.
Yeah. See, that's how fast Davis can get forward. 1-2. They're in your box.
All right.
That was a beautiful setup by Lino Stevenson.
On the move is Weller. The touch to the back for Williams. Long push-up field. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in. Defensive header by none other than Weller. Ball goes out of bounds once again. It will be a throw-in for Davis. Omar Alvarez finding Alcocer. Back to Alvarez. Interrupted by Saucedo. The long push. Trying to find Garcia. The touch. Sending it to the right flank that time by number 6, Aiden Munoz. We're back in the center circle now. Weller. Chani. Back to Weller. Turning back. Pushing the pause button. Taking a breath. Opening to the left side. Rejected. Only partially. And now they recover.
Unfortunate pass by Wenatchee.
Aguirre. A short touch inside the circle. Combining with Cuevas. The push-up field. Looking for Alcocer. It doesn't bear fruit. Defensive header by Weller. Weller leaving one behind. Trying for two. Weller still battling for it. Good hustle. Chani Vega to pick it up.
Waller was going through there like a bowling ball.
He was. Garcia Mendoza, the long touch from the back end. Whistle on the play. Referee calls offside in my opinion. Is that what he's calling?
Yep.
Looks like, yes.
Davis looks to play quick and long.
That final touch that time, putting a couple of players in illicit positions. The long ball by Davis bearing no fruit, other than it looks like a throw-in. 33 minutes, 58 seconds left in regulation.
One thing I'd like to point out, if you guys missed our pregame, Davis had only given up 4 goals in league all season, and tonight they've given up 3. That goes with the quality of Wenatchee and the speed and the pace of the game.
Who would ever want to miss our pregame?
No, I don't know.
Who would ever want to miss such insight and wisdom?
I would listen to us. If you guys get bored, you should just turn it on one day.
Oh, by golly, don't give him any ideas, all right? All right, there's a free kick for the Panthers. Franco Gutierrez finding Williams, the long ball, and the stop by Pualani.
Pualani plays with some confidence back there. That's one thing we've
is.
seen in these two games.
He is, absolutely.
He does not play like a backup goalkeeper. I don't even know what we call him that.
Mireles, the chipper. Mireles over the crossbar. Good idea.
It was. See, again, off a Wenatchee turnover. 1-2. Boom, shot on goal.
32 minutes, 43 seconds left in regulation. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank all our sponsors for making not just this broadcast, but every broadcast that we've been able to bring to you this season from the soccer fields on either side of the mighty Columbia possible.
If Salcedo could have snuck that ball through, Mr. Garcia was about to be one-on-one with the keeper.
There's a good effort that time by Franco Gutierrez.
Good
Franco
defense on that
turning
play.
back for Reyes. And Mr. Juarez getting involved. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Davis. 32:03. The clock still not a factor. Davis not playing like it. The through ball inside. Good opportunity. Defensive effort by Williams. Has to send it as far as he possibly can. Bit of a collision there. Referee says free kick. Referee says free kick, and we have to mention we have a sizable contingent of Davis fans right next to our booth. So if you hear them cheer, it is the Davis fandom.
Yeah, they're sitting directly underneath us, but Davis is lining this up on the right side of the 18-yard box.
That's how Benitez got that first tally.
Yeah, dangerous area. I don't see this as becoming a straight shot on goal, but this is a dangerous area. Looks like Lino Stevenson will be over the ball.
It will be Lino indeed, number 19.
Lino Stevenson.
Looks like it's going to be a right-footed strike as opposed to Benitez, who struck it with his left. There's a shot. The header! No doubter!
Beautiful!
No doubter for the Davis Pirates.
We saw Lino Stevenson do that in the first half. He almost put one off a guy's head.
Osmar Perez, number 22.
And here we go, folks. Told you there's more fireworks to this second half.
50th minute of play, and we're all knotted up at 3-all. 30. My goodness. What a game. What a game.
That was a beautiful free kick by Lino Stevenson, and the defender right on the back post. No shot for Said.
Nothing he could do. Absolutely.
No shot.
There's a touch by Franco Gutierrez, opening for Williams. Williams trying to find some help, taken away by the Pirates. This one is anything but over, folks. We have a lot to play for. There's Mari Scotlo make that Garcia Mendoza. Garcia Mendoza, the turn, recovered by Mireles. Mireles finding some help out back. It's Alvarez, back to Mireles across the center alley. Bit of a battle there. Turn to the right wing, the shot, and Mr. Juarez watches it sail by.
I don't think Wenatchee's defense has been under siege like this all season. Unfortunately, I wasn't there for when they played at Davis, but man, Wenatchee's defense has been under siege tonight.
That shot by Oscar Badillo, and we did see Wenatchee give up 3 goals to Eastmont, but not in this fashion.
Not at all.
Not with this amount of pressure, this constant pressure.
Not at all. That was just good quality by Eastmont, but tonight Wenatchee looks shaky in the backside.
Ball goes out
right
of
as I say that, right under the defender's foot, throw in right off the 18 for Davis.
And the fandom from Yakima explodes right in front of us. Bit of a combination there.
They're gleaming with confidence right now.
Look at where Chani is playing deep defense.
He has to. He has to go back and chase the game because he knows if he gets the ball under his foot, good things can happen. But if you can't get the ball up to him, what are you going to do?
There's a long ball trying to find Garcia, rejected by the back line of the Pirates, who are playing with a confidence worthy of a home team here. There's Diego Aguirre. Aguirre finding Alcocer.
Beautiful save off the line. Alcazar one-on-one with the keeper, but I couldn't tell what number that was, but that was a beautiful save off the line.
Oh, it was a save? I thought it was the upright saying.
No, he beat Saeed, and the defender came across and headed it away.
Oh, my goodness. All right. I stand corrected. Davis playing with a lot of vim and vigor here. There's Mireles. Right-footed shot. Mireles, and nobody to connect the top of the box. And what the referee says, no foul. No foul, and there's a Davis player pleading his case there.
Yep, they're calling for a push in the box. That was another great save by that same defender. Unfortunately, I can't see his number because I'm 45 years old, but...
Hey, I'm 47, pal.
Well, you know what? Congratulations.
Jose
You're also using binoculars, and I'm not.
Jose Cuevas with the opportunity for this unrecognizable Davis team. This is a completely different squad than we saw against East Montero.
They're gleaming with confidence tonight. Like I said, I thought the pitch was going to be a factor. Not at all. It looks like it's hurting Wenatchee.
I went through all that time.
It's Van Way going to get there.
It's onside. Yes, he is. Shot across. Rejected. Trying again is Brady. Brady heading it in. Ball just now landing. Quick counter in the making for Davis. Do they touch it? It's Williams to the rescue. The long ball. Will it be Puolani? Will it be Weller? It will be Puolani. With some help by, it looked like number 5, I believe, for the Pirates. Well, it doesn't matter. Play continues.
Look at Davis. Their confidence right now. They're flying around. They're talking to each other. Wenatchee is quiet.
There's Chani. The through ball. On the flank is Garcia. Flag is up. Offside called. 26-10 left in regulation. It is a 3-3 tie.
And Davis is not playing for a tie. They are playing for the win right now.
They know what it means to take both ends of the head-to-head matchups against Wenatchee. They know
that would be huge.
They know what it means.
That would be huge. Even a tie out of this game for Davis would still put him ahead of Wenatchee.
To finish that thought, they know what it means to go to 4 wins in a row with a win on the road.
Yes.
A quick push up the field, rejected by Garcia Mendoza. Opening the game up. The flank for Weller. Davis saying no. Playing inside the circle is Lino Stevenson across the center alley. Pushing it upfield for Mireles. Mireles. Rejected. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, that was a nasty
That's
tackle.
a yellow. That's a yellow at the very, very, very least. That's a yellow. Let's see, the referee says. Yep.
You got to go sit, fella, and think about that one. That was all legs, no ball.
Aiden Munoz, number 6 for Davis. By my count, the second yellow card of the game. But who had the first one?
Mr. Damian Snyder.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Snyder in the 18th minute.
Yes, sir.
And this is in the 65th minute. It's been a hard-fought game, but it's been mostly clean, I would say.
Yes.
A free kick. Garcia from way back. That's not going to surprise. That's not going to surprise Puolani.
That was a glancing header. I couldn't see whose head that came off of. I think that was Reyes over there, but he almost got on the back end of that.
It will be a goal kick for the Davis Pirates, who are acquitting themselves quite nicely here. On the road, at night, on turf, against a tough squad.
Looks like number 20, Damian Snyder, just checked back in.
Thank you. We were talking about the recipient of the yellow card. That's who got one for Wenatchee earlier in the contest. Throwing for the Panthers.
See, with him, he's going to have to play really smart, and it's going to take a little bit of his physicality out of the game.
Reyes, Mariscal, in a bit of a battle. with Omar Alvarez. Rejected. Trying again was Lino Stevenson. Didn't quite work. Chani finding Brady. Brady finding Garcia. Rejected the shot and the stop by Puolani.
He made that look pedestrian. Puolani with some hands. I like that kid's confidence.
Do you think the coaching staff of Davis are perhaps wondering that they should start Puolani from the get-go?
You know, I was just looking down at the stat board, and Puolani is the senior, and Marine is the junior. So I don't know. I trust what Davis is doing. Obviously, they're playing them split halves, and they're only giving up 4 goals on the season until tonight. So you got to keep doing what you're doing.
A push-up field by the Panthers. Off to the races
is Garcia.
Garcia finding Paz. Paz finding Chani. That little triangle could be the key for the Panthers. We'll see what happens.
Yep, Mendoza Garcia sneaking into the play.
Shot across inside the box. Nobody to connect with the header. Ball goes out of bounds.
For a throw-in.
Just before Mr. Mariscal can keep it alive. It will be a throw-in for the Pirates deep in their own half. The touch lands with Williams. This could be interesting. Williams finding none other than Saucedo. Saucedo getting the left foot ready, blocked nimbly by the back line of the Pirates. 21-38, almost to the halfway point of this second half. Wenatchee and Davis. Davis and Wenatchee trading haymakers, 3 apiece.
We said it was going to be a heavyweight fight, and man, this has lived up to the bill, seriously. This has been a fun game.
The push-up field. Is he onside? Oh, my word!
Misread by Puolani.
An unusual mistake.
I wonder if the wind came into a point there, because he looked like he had it red, and that just sailed right over him.
An unusual misread by Puolani, who has been sure-handed as they come. Substitution for Wenatchee now. Let's see who he is, this fine gentleman with long sleeves and
yellow boots?
Yellow boots and number 18. Number 18, that would be none. There's no number 18. Let's see.
We've had this conversation before, and he almost came out and scored on us.
It's Julian Gonzalez. He's listed as 22 on the roster, but Coach Viramontes was kind enough to set us straight on that one, so thank you, Coach. Quick shout out to him. A push-up field now. And they're still playing in the middle third.
Brady paws over the ball. Nice switch.
Looking that time for Mariscal. Taken back by Aguirre, the long ball.
Good read.
And my goodness, this could be dangerous if Davis hurries, because Juarez was way off his line that time. Stevenson opening the game up to the right side. The long touch-up field. Inside the box we go. Defensive effort by, it looks like, Garcia Mendoza.
Yeah, he went deep into his half to get that ball.
Through ball by pass doesn't work. But the defensive effort results in a slip, and now a couple of slips whistle on the play will be Wenatchee ball. Now we have a second to write down the presence of Gonzalez Mora, number 18 for Wenatchee.
Don't blink. Looks like we got Damian Snyder, number 20, over the ball. Oh, he's going to give way to Jonathan Mendoza Garcia. Garcia Mendoza. He knows who he is.
18 minutes, 58 seconds left in regulation.
Wenatchee making a change. Number 14, Felipe Reyes coming off for...
This fella here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that would be...
19.
Van Way, number 19, who has one tally to his name.
Putting everybody in the box.
There's a shot. Out of the box.
Oh,
Who's
3 black shirts right there, bouncing right between them. And nobody wanted the ball. Whoa, Davis dodging a bullet right there.
Setting up for their third corner kick of the contest for the Panthers will be number 4, Jonathan Garcia.
Ball goes to the Panthers.
You can see Wenatchee playing with a little bit of sense of urgency right now.
Garcia Mendoza on the corner. Far post. Gets in the mixer. Referee blows the whistle. Foul called on the Panthers. It will be Pirate ball.
Brady Paz rising, but he went over the back of the defender.
It looks like it will be Mr. Pualani taking care of business here. 17:41. Long push-up field. Defensive header by Chani. Chani finding his compadre there, Brady Paz. Under some pressure, a bit of a shove there. Mariscal trying to keep it alive.
Good defensive play there by Mariscal.
Touch to the back. Williams. Chani, whistle on the play, foul called. It will be a free kick for Wenatchee. A good opportunity for these Panthers to retake the lead. It's still 3-3 here with a bit more than a quarter hour to go here.
Looks like Chani Vega from about 24 to 25 yards out.
I like his odds.
Yep, dangerous man. If I was Davis, I would have kept my hands down there.
Let's see what Chani can do here. There's a shot and the diving.
Beautiful save by Pualani.
Diving stop by Pualani.
Excuse me.
Terrific stuff by the goalkeeper.
He made that look easy. That kid plays with some confidence back there.
There's a shot by Chani. Inside the box, Pualani, bit of a miscue that time. Referee says the ball belongs to the Pirates.
And there's that other man, Anthony Garcia, running on the back of that. Almost snatched that up before Pualani could get his hands to it.
.15:42 left in regulation. Wenatchee and Davis battling it out, and then some here. Couple of funny bounces there. That could be a good opportunity for Davis. Battling for it is Mireles. Ball sent out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Pirates. Substitution coming for Davis. It looks like it's number 6, Aiden Munoz, one of our starters. And number 4, also, Alex Serrano. So a starter and somebody whom we already saw in the first half. There's Chani. The long kick up field, off to the races now is Anthony Garcia. Flag is up, foul called.
Ooh, you can feel his frustration on that play.
It will be, will he get a yellow card or just a talking to? Just a talking to this time.
That was a good defensive play by Davis, but unfortunately,
they're coming to offer us hot dogs. What do we say? I can't. Can you have a hot dog? Over here, we'll take a hot dog, yes, for our
thank you.
Our color commentator.
Sorry, I was too busy talking.
Thank you so much, ladies. Now
Much appreciated.
That's a first in 18 years of broadcasting games. And I had to say no because as bad as I am, without a mouthful of food, you can only imagine.
Yes. We can't breathe in this game, so I'm not even going to eat the hot dog until after.
Well, then put it farther away from me because otherwise you're going to lose it. That is awesome. Thank you.
That is.
Thank you to the Wenatchee student body for their generosity. On the move now is Diego Aguirre. The push-up field shot across, and it sails over the crossbar. Carlos Benitez looking for his second tally. 13 minutes, 40 seconds left in regulation, and we're still tied at 3-3.
Like I said, if Davis pulls this game off and walks out of here with the win, that would be huge on their season.
On a number of different levels.
Huge. because they still got another home game with Eastmont on their back half, so Davis would be walking with confidence right now.
Bit of a collision there. Referee says stop the action. It will be Pirate ball. 13 minutes 5. And I gotta hand it to these Davis boys. I was not expecting this kind of offensive wherewithal to be displayed after 3 consecutive 1-0 scores.
Yeah.
A quick run down the right side, taken away by the back line of the Panthers. It was Brady Paz. Good combination. Anthony Garcia on a one-on-one. Anthony gets on his horse and he sends one over the crossbar.
And unfortunately, that ball jumped up on him right there at the last second. You can see when he opened up his hips, that ball took a quick skip and it jumped off the top of his foot.
Okay, that settles it. You have much better eyesight than I do.
Oh, a man of that quality right there, he's putting those away, but I was watching it, and that ball looks like it just skipped up off the turf, and unfortunately, it jumped high on him.
All right. It will be Puolani restarting the action. 12 minutes, 12 seconds left in regulation.
Davis's heartbeat just went up to 150 there, like I like to say. That's not the man you want to see running at your keeper one-on-one.
That was Mariscal. Mariscal looking for Chani. Rejected by the Pirates. Off to the races now. Getting on his horse. It's Serrano. Shot across. Still in play. Whistle on the play. Foul called?
No,
out of bounds.
The line,
out of bounds. Thank you. Out of bounds. 11:39 left in regulation. Wenatchee and Davis. Davis and Wenatchee all knotted up. 3 goals apiece.
I'm getting antsy watching this game. You hear me over cracking my knuckles? Oh, man.
You're going to start chewing your fingernails?
I'm about to. I feel the intensity. This game is just a different level.
A bit of a collision there. Referee goes to his back pocket. And it should be a yellow card. Yes, indeed. A yellow card for number 7 for Davis. That would be Jose Cuevas. In the 70th minute. Make that the 69th minute. So a goal and a yellow card for Mr. Cuevas. Replaced he is by number 13, Juarez. In this case, it would be Brian Juarez.
He's looking for that complete night. Goal, yellow card, assist to win the game.
That would be quite a night, absolutely. There's the free kick.
Mr. Vega over top of it.
Top of the box. Another header, sailing over the head of everybody. The half volley doesn't quite work. Sailed out of bounds before he connected. It will be a goal kick for the Davis Pirates. 10 minutes 15.
They're going to play this ball long out of their zone. They like their odds up top.
As cold as it is here today, nobody has left. I would dare say there are more people right now than there were at the beginning, when we're still playing under some degree, some quantum of natural light. There's Brady Paz.
If you left this game, you're crazy.
Brady in a bit of a battle, looking for some help. Brady sailing that way, this way. Nice turn by Brady. Good skill.
And drugged down from behind by another Davis player. Yellow
card on Brady.
They called a dive on Brady.
Yellow card on Brady. Unbelievable.
I thought I saw a hand on his back there, but the keeper or the referee is right there 2 yards away. So
71st minute.
Unfortunately, Brady's going to have to sit after that too.
And now there's another council of elders here between the Wenatchee bench and the referee.
Looks like coming on for the Panthers is Esteban Valdivinos.
Number 16.
Number 16.
Free kick for Davis was number 16.
Davis with the goal!
Goodness gracious.
Like I told you, you could not look down. That was off a free kick. Touch to the box, one-on-one with Saeed, and Davis with the tap-in. Told you these boys are running with confidence right now.
It is 4-3. I was
running with confidence.
Busy jotting down the substitution, and in the meantime, Davis said, well, one is not looking, maybe somebody else is not looking. We're taking advantage of the situation, and advantage they did.
I think they caught the whole stadium and the players.
It is 4-3
off guard. Like
Davis.
Wenatchee did not react to that, and that was just a long free kick, touch through the box, tap in.
And now these 8 minutes are going to be something to behold.
Davis is flying high right now.
Wenatchee, they have the wherewithal, they have the skill. Do they have the legs? It's been a tiresome contest for these Panthers.
And I would expect Davis right here to sit back and park the bus.
Well, we expected at the beginning of the game. We might see at the end of the game.
I think they're going to park the bus. As you can see, number 14, Alcazar, is the lone striker up front. They're going to park the bus.
It's going to be Wenatchee putting it back into play.
If Davis even leaves out of this stadium with a tie tonight, that's huge for them.
There's a throw-in. Rejected. Trying again. Bit of a chipper. The header.
Oh, to the back post by Johnny Vega.
How about that? How about that?
Keeper had no chance. He didn't even react.
Johnny Vega tying it up. 4-4. 73 minutes.
So much for parking that bus. Beep, beep. Let's keep on going.
Oh, my goodness. There's no quitting these boys, either side.
8 goals tonight? Unexpected.
And a couple of substitutions for Wenatchee, or at least one. It looks like it will be. They're shoring up the back end because there's the imposing figure of perhaps the tallest defender they have, Van Way. And it looks like number 6 is also in.
Christopher Limon.
Limon, one of the starters, back in. My goodness, if you're tuning in to this game, if you tuned in to this game, I hope you are as thrilled to be part of it as we are. It is 4-4. Unbelievable stuff.
And if you're a Davis fan, I'm sorry for saying park the bus. You didn't even have an opportunity to real quick.
No, that's been the tonic of this game. Davis scores and Wenatchee ties it up really quick.
It has been back and forth, back and forth. These boys are going to sleep good tonight.
The quick touch rejected by the Pirates. Long ball upfield, sailing into the stands. They got to get that ball back.
Looks like Wenatchee's making another substitution.
Let's have a look-see here. It looks like it's number 3, Saucedo, back in for the Panthers.
All right, here we go.
There's Saucedo with the ball. Bit of a shove there.
Got around the corner.
Looking for a foul call. None forthcoming, or yes forthcoming? No, just a corner kick, it looks like.
Yep, they're calling a corner kick.
A corner kick could be a golden opportunity for these Wenatchee boys. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Let's see if I...
Everybody's in the box besides Jace Williams, the lone defender back here with Alcazar.
Garcia Mendoza, the header, rejected by the Pirates. Trying again is Brady. Brady pass, ball goes out of bounds.
Couldn't get around the corner.
It will be a throw-in for the Pirates deep in their own half. 4 minutes, 26. What happens if we're all tied after 80? Do we go to extras and then penalty kicks like usual?
I honestly don't know, Sebastian.
Well, we're going to find out.
Well, actually, what we learned, I don't know if it sticks to this game, but what we learned from the Chiawana game is what the coaches agreed to before the game, but I don't know if this is the same because it's a league game versus that was not a league game.
Yeah, that was a non-leaguer. And
so I think we go to extra time and PKs, so.
All right, bit of a collision there. Referee says play on. Bringing it down now. Short touch that time by Limon. Finding Saucedo. Saucedo shot across, and Mr. Pualani showing some serious skill.
I think we're going to play through or go to PKs because I was just looking at the standings. Sorry to interrupt you.
No problem.
And there are no ties so far that I see in the league score, so I think something's going to give.
All right. It looks like we're going to have a substitution. I saw a Davis player get up, but he hasn't come forth just yet, but still near the bench area.
And cleared out of the stadium by, looks like no other than Damian Snyder.
And Mr. Juarez there goes and chases one from behind his net. It will be a throw-in for, that makes nobody any good. That does nobody any good.
Throws it right back down the alley.
And there's a third try, third time, hopefully the charm. And we're back in action now. Off to the races now.
Ooh, Anthony Garcia almost won that ball.
Anthony battling with a little help by Saucedo. Inside the box, Saucedo. Referee says play on. Good call.
Good goal kick for Davis.
I agree with the call by the referee.
I agree with that. That was a great call. He was right there.
2 minutes, 19 seconds, and just about 15 more ticks now. We will stop the clock. Mr. Steve Johnston here will stop the clock. The PA announcer for Wenatchee. And now the substitution happens. Number 7, Jose Cuevas, who scored the second goal for the Pirates. It is 4-4. If you're just tuning in, oh boy, do I feel bad for you.
Yes.
A quick counter in the making, interrupted by the Pirates. Trying to make it across, rejected by Williams. Williams finding Christopher Limon. Limon trying to connect back to Williams. Williams, right-footed cross, top of the box. A little too long for Anthony.
Davis clears long.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to Wenatchee. The time is being kept on the field by the officials. I have to hand it to these Yakima folks. They came in a considerable number here in Wenatchee. They're all bundled up, of course. It's a very chilly night for mid-April. But they've stayed true to their school, as the Beach Boys would sing. And they've stayed here cheering, and by golly, their team has given them plenty of reasons to cheer, to the tune of 4 goals. There's a through ball that time. Over to find it is Juarez, makes the stop. Juarez rolling to his left.
Quickly back into Chani Vega.
Chani.
That's the man you want on the ball right now.
Chani on the mark.
Looking for some help.
Is Serrano, long push-up field into Pirate territory. There's Brady. Brady.
Taking his time.
On the Marcus
Cuevas. Oh, turnover in the midfield by Brady.
The through ball that time. Looking to connect with a well-covered Jose Cuevas. Ball sent out of bounds. And will be a very, very dangerous throw-in because it's almost right at the corner flag there. Yeah. So it wouldn't take much to drop that one into the box.
Wenatchee looking shaky in the back again, and they just went from being over Davis's halfway line to now they're sitting back in their 18-yard box.
Shot inside the box. Trying to bring it down was Aguirre. Rejected by the Panthers. Trying again. It will be Alvarez to the left flank. Ball goes out of bounds.
Pirate throw-in.
It will be the Pirates putting it back into play. Thank you, Daryl. The push-up field. The heel touch. Connecting with Aguirre to the right side. That one is Serrano. Flag is up, and it will be Wenatchee ball. Deep in their own half of the field.
Can't be much time left in this game. I see referee checking his watch. Long ball sent up by Damian Snyder, number 20 for Wenatchee.
Bringing it down right at the equator. Pushing it up the stripe on the right side. Shutter inside the box. Good defensive effort that time by, it looked like Garcia Mendoza.
It was. He's all over the place right now. He understands this task. Saucedo.
The heel touch. Rejected before Anthony could connect. Trying again is Chani. Chani on the move. Chani to the heart of the box. Kualani, secure as ever.
Sends it out quick.
Aguirre, good move. The through ball. This could be interesting. A good opportunity. The shot. Oh! Well, my goodness gracious, Jose Cuevas. Jose Cuevas with that master's touch.
How he got on the end of that ball right there.
Over the head of the keeper.
Oh.
And once again, that shaky defense you were talking about pretty much seals the deal for Davis against Wenatchee. There's still a couple of minutes left, but only a miracle could keep this game going. It is 5-4 Davis.
How he got on the end of that ball with the defender right there. All they had to do was just touch it out, but unfortunately for Wenatchee, the Davis striker was there, and he touches it over Saeed to the back of the net for possibly the game winner.
On one thing, you were right. You said this was not going to be a 1-0 score, and by golly, you were absolutely right. I'm going to dare say you were not expecting a 5-4 either
Not
way.
at all.
Well, it's not over, folks.
It's not over.
There's a quick run. Chani, the shot, rejected. It should
Corner
be a
kick.
corner kick. It is a corner kick.
Wenatchee playing with some panic right now. They have to go. This could be the last opportunity.
It looks like Garcia Mendoza.
I think everybody in the stadium's on their feet.
Garcia Mendoza, Wenatchee with 9 players inside the box here in a couple more steps. Make that 8. There's a shot. Defensive header. Clearing it away.
Foot race.
First there.
Oh, Davis on the counterattack.
Saucedo. The quick counter by Davis. On the move. It looks like Rivera. Rivera, the through ball. And the stop by Mr. Juarez, who has to move quickly. And quickly he does. Defensive header sailing out of bounds. Throw-in for Wenatchee.
Referee checking his watch. Whistle in hand.
There's the throw-in. On its way. Inside the box. Couple of headers right in the mixer. There's the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Referee says corner kick. The half volley shot that time.
This has to be the last kick of the game right here. Woo!
Setting up for the corner for the Panthers, number 8, Chani Vega.
Do the Panthers have any more magic in them?
Chani Vega with the corner kick. From way outside. The shot. Couple of bounces. And there's the whistle that says this classic of a game between Davis and Wenatchee finishes with the astounding score of 5-4 in favor of the visiting Pirates. We're going to take a quick break, catch our breath, maybe call a doctor or two, and when we come back, we'll close this one out. It's 5-4 Davis. I hope you enjoyed it, because we sure did. We'll be right back.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
All right, folks. I said at the beginning or rather at the halftime point, how about that first half? Well, how about that second half?
Oh,
Wenatchee and
my
Davis.
God.
Wenatchee and Davis. With Wenatchee getting the business end of a heartbreaking 5-4 loss. A quick review, and I hope it'll be quick. The 7th minute free kick by Carlos Benitez giving Megdad Davis the 1-0 lead. 9th minute, Isaac Mariscal tying it at 1 apiece. 2-1 lead for Davis in the 19th minute, Jose Cuevas. Then Wenatchee tying it up at 2-2 in the 23rd, Anthony Garcia. Then the 3-2 lead for Wenatchee, Van Way in the 36th minute. Then the 3-3 tie, Osmar Perez in the 50th minute. Then the 4-3 lead for Davis, a player that we could not identify, in the 72nd minute. Then Chani Vega ties it up in the 73rd minute, 4-4. And then in the final minute of play, Jose Cuevas makes it 5-4 in favor of Davis. And this is not just a W for Davis. This is huge. This is season building. Daryl.
This sets Davis 2 games ahead of Wenatchee. They've won the head-to-head at Davis. Now they come into Wenatchee and upset them on their home field. Oh, man, Davis has to be riding high right now. You know, that'll be their 4th win in a row. Yes, they gave up some goals, almost their season total of goals tonight. But these boys are going to be riding back to Yakima tonight, celebrating, knowing that if they hold hand, they are going to win this league. But, yes, they do have a tough game coming up with Eastmont coming to Davis. But still, Davis has to be riding a high right now.
One of the curiosities about this game before it started, we talked about, is the Davis came into here winning 3 straight, all 1-0 victories, all victories by 1 goal. Well, guess what? That trend continues because they came here, they gave up 4 goals, but they scored 5. So the trend continues for this Davis squad, who branded itself a bit of a gritty, make you work for everything you got type squad that wasn't exactly having a very effective season putting the ball in the back of the net. But today they made liars of everybody who said that, including yours truly here, because they were able to come back time and again and put 5 on the road against a very, very game Wenatchee squad there.
This shows character by Davis. Yes, you gave up 4 goals and you scored 5, which is your 2nd season high tally, you know, from coming off an opening 7-1 win. But just to stay in there and play your game and keep playing your game, getting punched in the mouth and coming back and scoring and ultimately pulling out the game, Davis has character.
And let's not forget that this is one of those character-building moments for Wenatchee as well, because they are going to be reliving this in their sleep tonight. They're going to have to watch the film. They're going to have to sharpen up a few things. I think that Wenatchee can come back stronger for something like this, Daryl.
Of course, Wenatchee has the players. They have the coaching staff. It's just they're going to have to ask some questions tonight because their back line looks shaky tonight, and they made some errors, and ultimately on this last goal, it let them down again. But I haven't seen Wenatchee in this manner unlike tonight. But they were under siege by Davis. Davis was getting after them. We thought the turf was going to speed up and slow Davis down, but Davis played perfect.
Davis played a terrific game. They, which is funny to say when you give up 4 goals, but they did bring their A game today, and they had to. When you play a team like Wenatchee, who was coming in here, the winners of 5 straight, outscoring opponents 18-7 in that span. Next for the Davis Pirates is a game on the 21st of April against Ike. at Ike's home field. I believe it's called Sheffield Stadium. And then for Wenatchee, a bit of an easier task, if you could call it that. At least on paper, on the 24th of April, a game against West Valley Yakima, they of the 3-7 overall record. Well, as much as we'd like to keep dissecting this game, it is time for us to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this game as much as we did. I know it didn't go the way the team we tend to favor would have liked, but hey, 9 goals in regulation, not a whole lot to complain about. On behalf of everyone involved, I'm Sebastián Moraga. The gentleman next to me is Daryl Geddes saying thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Everybody have a great night.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast of high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's coverage was brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Coverage was also sponsored by Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf and Grill, Apple Valley Honda, Sangster Motors, Valley Tractor, Save Mart, Caldwell Banker, Biosports Physical Therapy, and Dick's Heating and Air. Thanks for watching today's broadcast of high school sports on your home for high school sports, the NCWLIFE channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.